Hi, this is Sandy from Hasty Bake. Welcome to What's Cookin' Wednesday. Today we're going to do something quick and easy, a Greek lemon chicken skewer with tzatziki and a little bit of asparagus with a hollandaise. Today we're going to make something you can do on one of those weeknights. We know you don't always have time to make a big old cut of meat on that grill, so we're going to show you something that's fast, relatively inexpensive, and you can also use it for entertaining. It translates well for everything. We are doing Greek lemon chicken skewers. We start out with a marinade for the chicken. The marinade is pretty simple, and it's going to be things you probably already have on hand. We have lemon juice. Always use fresh squeezed if you can. Red wine vinegar, something that you probably got buried in the back of that pantry someplace. A little bit of olive oil, good old salt and pepper, and we also are going to use a little bit of garlic, which I like a little bit more than a little bit of garlic, so I've got, typically you're going to use 2 cloves, I use 3 or more. You're going to mix all that up. I've done it ahead of time here. Let it sit in your marinator. For those people that forget to marinate in advance, this instant marinator is a godsend. I put the chicken in there, I vacuum seal it so that marinade really penetrates quickly. You can leave it in that marinade anywhere from 45 minutes to 3 hours. I probably wouldn't leave it for more than that because that acid with the chicken will actually change the texture of the chicken. So once you've got that, you're all set and you're just sitting aside until you get ready to do your next thing. The next thing you're going to want to do, and I like to do it in advance, is make my tzatziki. Tzatziki is definitely a Mediterranean Greek thing, pretty simple, and I've tried to make it a little bit more keto friendly. The recipe typically calls for Greek yogurt. I've substituted sour cream, which pretty much has the same flavor profile. I like to get it ahead of time so that the flavors have a chance to marry. Again, very simple ingredients, and it mimics what you've already had. You've got the garlic, you've got sour cream, you've got dill, salt, pepper, and we'll finish it off at the very end with a little bit of olive oil. But that's what you're going to serve with your chicken. The other thing that we're going to do, and we'll do that a little bit later just before serving, is we're going to make some asparagus, grilled asparagus, and we are going to make a 1-minute hollandaise. Hollandaise is one of those scary sauces that people are always afraid that it's going to break on them. This is super simple, and if you've got a stick blender, it makes your life just super easy. Okay, I think we're ready to put this chicken on the grill. Okay, these are big asparagus. Typically people think that the smaller ones are more tender. I'm finding that these big ones really stand up to whatever I have to be cooking. And watch the flare up because I am going to sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on these. Everything's better with olive oil. And again, if you're starting to get a flare up, close that lid. We're just going to wait a couple of minutes until the chicken is ready to flip. It's about a 10-minute cook on this, so it's a quick cook for you. Okay, so I had that asparagus on the grill for maybe about 5 minutes total. And I did have it on a wok topper, so it makes it a little bit easier if you need to move them around. You can do the whole thing at one time instead of each one. So, but again, it's only about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes that they're on there. You can see this is going to serve a lot of people with just a little bit of chicken, so it's a real good way to make that meat stretch a little bit further. You know, I use the chicken tenders, but you can certainly get chicken breast, whatever is on sale, and slice it up, dice it up, cut it up, whatever you'd like to. Okay, so now we've got these ready. Don't they look good? We are going to do our 1-minute hollandaise. Literally, this is the easiest thing ever. Start out with a couple of egg yolks. Got those in there. Teaspoon of water. Teaspoon of lemon juice, and again, always goes with fresh squeezed if you can. Gives it that nice little brisk flavor to it. A little bit of kosher salt. And I've melted 1 tablespoon of butter here. And yeah, butter. Don't use margarine. Use butter. Stick blender. These things are awesome, fantastic. What you want to do is get a container just a little bit bigger than the head of the blender so that it gets down to the bottom of it. And I decided to use this Yeti thing because it will also keep it warm for me. Let's get this wort up. Now what we're going to do while we still got it running is we are going to pour this butter in. The butter is literally going to cook the egg yolks. And a whole stick of butter is never a bad thing. And you'll see that that butter, when it's cooking the egg yolks, gives you this nice, dense cream, turns it a nice lemon yellow. Perfect for the asparagus. All right. Now, of course, we have to get all fancy when we plate this up. So we're going to put a couple of pretty skewers on the plates. Then we're going to give it some nice asparagus right next to it. And you don't want that asparagus to get overdone. You just want it tooth tender. How's that? Now what we can do, and this is pretty amazing. Look at how thick and creamy that is. And finally, to dip our chicken skewers in, take a little bit of this tzatziki, and to finish it off, just a little light touch of olive oil. So you can see everything that we've made kind of keeps using the same ingredients. Kind of follow through on a theme. And there is what we have, our Greek lemon chicken with tzatziki. Thanks for joining us again on What's Cooking Wednesday, and never know what's in store. Thanks a lot.